Life is not always sweet. It can be bitter as well. But bitter isn't all that bad. It can be nice as well, like this Italian liqueur called Disaronno, an Italian favorite, which is also amongst one of mine. This Italian stallion gets its name from the northern region in Italy called Saronno. Disaronno translates to of Saronno, indicating its origin. It's a type of amaretto. Amaretto literally means little bitter and is a class of drink that has a characteristic almond taste. It may not always necessarily be made from almonds. It depends on the producer that can pick between apricot kernels, bitter almonds, peach stones, and so on, all of which are naturally high sources of a chemical that provides almond-like flavors to the liqueur. In this case, it is apricot kernel. The legend goes that it was first created in 1525, which it boasts on the label as well, by a young widow innkeeper who posed as a model for an artist from Leonardo da Vinci's School of Art. Bernardo Luini used this young model for his portrait of Madonna at a church that was dedicated to Virgin Mary. That portrait can still be seen in the town of Saronno. As a gift for him, the women steeped apricot kernels in brandy, producing the first amaretto liqueur. Fancy enough, isn't it? However, much like most good stories in history, this one is disputed as well. Anyway, till 2001, the liqueur was called Amaretto Disaronno, but since then it has been renamed to Disaronno Originale. It is outright bitter, smells of toasted and bitter green almonds, and a little bit of marzipan, a little bit of burnt sugar and oranges as well, maybe. But it's not off-putting because there's a good amount of sweetness on the nose. I like the smoothness and this hint of citrus and a little bit of underlying spiciness at the back. And I can see this working in a Disaronno sour very, very well, which is Disaronno, lemon juice, sugar, and egg white. Yet, the first drink that comes to your mind when you think about this liqueur is definitely the Godfather, which is an equal part of Scotch whiskey and amaretto stirred over ice, or a Godmother, which is vodka and amaretto coming together. Put cocktails aside, I can even see this working well with colas and ginger ale, given all that sweetness. And the nuttiness will work even better with milk and cream-based drinks. And talking of that, the brand in 2020, amidst all of this pandemic, launched a creamy concoction called Disaronno Velvet, which was much talked about. It was out in April, and apparently 19th of April is celebrated as Disaronno Day. Did you know that? I didn't know that. This is not the first time the brand has rolled eyeballs towards it. It was back in 2013 when Disaronno created limited edition bottles in collaboration with iconic designers to celebrate the idea of two made in Italy icons coming together. And today, Disaronno has special design bottles with Diesel, Missoni, Trussardi, Cavalli, Versace, Etro, and Moschino. Definitely a collectible and fashionably so, but this is a fashion that can burn a hole in your pocket, and that's the kind of bitter which you might not enjoy. So on that note, cheers.